Hey guys, it's Tina, also known as Little T, and Lucy. Hi Lucy. She's not gonna hang around. I just wanted to invite you to watch this video of a delicious recipe that Brian and I made the other night. It's sweet potato tacos. We actually ate them on some Ortega things called taco flats. They're kind of like a little boat and they held together really well. They're just a little bit tippy on the plate, as you'll see when we're serving them. But I took a little shortcut on the original recipe, which would use just a regular sweet potato, and I decided to try it with sweet potato fries, which made them just a little bit crunchier. Probably not as healthy because there'll be oil in them, but the recipe was really yummy, and we used another recipe for the topping. We made our own salsa out of avocado, lime, and cilantro. So I hope you enjoy this recipe and try it yourself. Use the shortcut or not. You can also use just a regular sweet potato instead of the fries. So come along with us as we make this together. Start with the avocado Salsa Verde, and it calls for 1 cup of Salsa Verde. So I've got Herdez roasted Salsa Verde. I'm gonna get that into our cup measure. Calls for 1 avocado that's been pitted. I need a paper towel. I'm going to use my Ninja, so I'm going to get these ingredients into it as long as I can get the lid off. Calls for a big handful of cilantro, so we're going to call that a big handful. We'll get that in there. It said some stems are okay, so we just threw it all in. And then 1 tablespoon of lime juice. I'm just going to smash my lime, cut it in half. And use my juicer to juice it directly into the container. And these are small lines, so I'm going to do a couple of squeezes. We're just going to put our top on here. A little taste test. Oh, that's kind of spicy. I'm going to use my funnel to get it into this little pint jar. It's made about 1.5 cups. I'm just going to stick it in the fridge and let it chill while we're making the rest of the recipe. The next thing we're going to do is get the sweet potatoes going in the air fryer. So I'm going to cut these open. Put them in my air fryer basket. That is a really long one, my goodness. We'll probably each eat 2 tacos, so we don't need the whole bag. We'll just do enough for 2, maybe enough extra just to nibble on. I set it on 350. On air fry. And we'll start with 15 minutes. Get those babies cooking. We have a really big red onion here. We don't need very much, so I'm just going to cut some off the end. And get started. Folks, be careful when using a knife. I'm all fixed up. And now we'll get to chopping, and I'll try not to chop any more of my fingers. I'm gonna put that in our pan. Set the stove on medium-high. Let that saute for a minute, and then we'll add a little bit of water once it gets going. A little splash of water. You could use oil if you wanted. It just adds 120 calories per tablespoon, so I just saute in a non-stick pan and add a little bit of water to help the process along. I could also add some broth, which would give flavor, but I think all the spices we add are going to do that job very well. The recipe calls for chopped garlic, and I don't happen to have any of that on hand here, so I'm just going to use garlic powder. We have 4 spices we're going to use. We're going to start with the garlic powder, and I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to shake probably about a half a teaspoon on, and then some ground cumin, again about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, some chili powder, half to a teaspoon, depends on how flavorful you like it, and then last I'm going to add some smoked paprika, just a few shakes. And then we'll salt it to taste at the table instead of adding salt now. Just going to stir that in. Let them saute a little bit together. Then we're going to add, it called for half a cup of corn. I think I have about 3/4 here. Frozen corn, you could use fresh or canned that's been drained. We're going to add a can of beans. We have black beans here. You could use pinto, kidney, whichever you like. I've already drained them and rinsed them. Stir this together, and I'm going to turn my heat down to medium-low. We chose to use these Fiesta Flats by Ortega. I wanted tostadas, but then I saw that Kroger had a special coupon on these, so they actually haven't opened them yet, but they look like little boats. So I'm kind of excited to try that. We'll put those in the air fryer as soon as our sweet potatoes are all done. Oh, there's our signal. They're getting there. Not quite as crispy as we would like them, so we'll go back in for 5 more minutes. Our sweet potatoes just went off. Much more crunchy. So we're gonna let them cool right here. And then on this rack, I'm gonna put our little taco, Fiesta Taco Flats. I think I would call them taco boats. In they go for just a couple minutes. Put on bake. Set our timer. These are just on very, very low, staying warm until we serve our tacos. The Big B is going to make the sweet potato taco.
I can't say I've ever had a taco like this.
All things new.
Mm-hmm.
Salsa. I'm sorry, that's not salsa. That's beans and corn and onion with the spices. And then you've got the really gigantic sweet potato. Got a gigantic plates and 2 small taco flats.
There.
We're gonna get some coleslaw. We like crunchy coleslaw instead of lettuce. Avocado, lime, cilantro, salsa. We've discovered these little Fiesta Flats are really actually wobbly. When you put them on your plate, they go like that. But they must be pretty tasty because the Big B is already finishing his second. Might have to cook some more. Somebody wants her own taco flat. But thanks for watching this video. I hope you give this a try. You can choose whatever salsa and toppings that you like. And the sweet potato fries actually made it quite easy. So enjoy this video, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.